Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of The Trigger. I'm your host, Zachary Clark, and you all know my co-host, Adam Furman. Adam, how are you doing tonight?
Tonight, Friday night.
Yeah, that's what's happening tonight. It's Friday night, and the mood is right. Gonna have some fun. Show you how it's done. TGIF.
Oh, that was Friday night. I crashed your party. Saturday, I said I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just for whatever reason I don't know, but when you said that, it triggered the one of the TGIF theme songs that's forever in my brain. to it's Friday night family TV watching time with Full House and
Oh man, I
Perfect
remember
Strangers.
those days. Yeah, watching that on the old 13-inch black and white, the rabbit ears.
Oh yeah, we didn't have that. We had
What I had.
one of those old. It was in like a wooden cabinet.
Oh, those are so good.
Yeah, it had like a little green screen, like a CRT TV screen in it. It had been slightly discolored when I had put strung magnets against it at one point. When I was
Oh, you too. I was like, hey, look, it turns different colors. Did you know this, Mom and Dad? Why you little?
Oh man.
These kids will never know.
No, we're in a completely different world than we were in 30 years ago now.
I took the kids. We were walking through an antique shop and they saw the records, and I was like, oh, here are records. Isn't that cool or whatever? And they're like, oh yeah, and you play them by putting them on the thing and going and scratching them. I'm like, no, that's not what you do. That's how you ruin them. But even then, sometimes they don't even do that. Like the DJs, sometimes they'll just move it. They don't scratch it necessarily.
No, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Whenever I'm DJing, I always go, and then you spin up the next one, and then it goes right into it.
Yeah.
And maybe you want to
the
lay
air
down
horn. The air horn.
Maybe you want to lay down some fat beats, and so you have your record that's got like just house music on it.
With your voice over it.
His shirt is white. His shirt is white. His shirt is white. His shirt is white. Shirt is white. I could totally be a rave DJ.
Yes. His shirt is white.
The kids, they'd love my jams. They'd travel across state lines to come see my rave shows.
Come travel 10 minutes to see this.
All those West Quincy kids, they'd be like, "Oh yes,
West Quincy is a fake town."
I know it's incorporated. Like all the addresses are Taylor.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. There's no houses. Like I don't think people live there. It's like
You know why though?
I don't know.
They got destroyed in the flood of '93 when that maniac cut the levee sandbags and flooded West Quincy. And now he's serving a life sentence in prison.
You're making that up.
It's 100%.
You're making up you're making up the cutting the sandbags or whatever.
What did you think happened?
There was a flood. Have you ever heard of Operation? I can't even do it. I thought there was just a bad flood. No one ever told me anything about a guy cutting sandbags and busting a levee or whatever.
Well, yeah, James Robert Scott, born November 1969, is an American who was convicted of causing a massive flood of the Mississippi River at West Quincy, Missouri, as part of the Great Flood in 1993. He's currently serving a sentence of 20 years to life in a Missouri prison.
Oh my gosh! Why am I just now hearing about
I
this?
don't know. This is the local lore, and I can't believe you didn't know this.
I've never heard this before. This is literally the first time I'm hearing this.
Yeah. Yeah, during the flooding of the Mississippi River in 1983, the Scotts, along with several other residents living in and around Quincy and Hannibal, spent much of mid-July reinforcing the West Quincy levee. By July 16th, the river had stopped rising and had dropped 46 centimeters below the levee. That night, however, the levee unexpectedly failed when the river burst through its main stem. The resulting flood inundated 14,000 acres on the Missouri side of the river. In one incident, a barge was sucked into the levee and slammed into a gas station, causing a fire. The flood washed out all bridges in the area, the only links across the river for 200 miles. Well, no one was killed. Many people in Missouri side of the river had to drive 80 miles to either St. Louis or Burlington, Iowa, fly, or take a ferry to get across the river for several weeks after the waters receded. One major bridge, the Bayview Bridge, was out of service for 71 days. Several businesses in West Quincy were also destroyed. Most of them have never returned. Reporter Michelle McCormick of WGEM-TV, the NBC affiliate of Quincy, was told by two dock workers at the edge of the bridge that a man standing close by was first on the scene. She walked up to him, and Scott volunteered to do a live interview with her and photographer Rick Junkerman. Scott said that he had seen a weak spot on the levee and tried to put more sandbags along it. He then said he went for a drink, only to come back and discover the levee had let go. He then helped the Coast Guard load boats into the floodwaters. In a second interview with McCormack at his home, which aired after his arrest, he told a similar story. However, there was an investigation. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm like, I've never heard of this before.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never really looked into it, so I just know like the Cliff's Notes stale, and apparently it was in some attempt to cover up an extramarital affair he was having.
He flooded half the state to do that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So now you know.
Was that weak men create 4 times?
Yeah, for West Quincy in '93, the worst of times. He had that Led Zeppelin song on his Walkman as he tore the levee apart.
Which one?
Oh, levee's gonna break.
Oh God! Too soon. Too soon, man.
It's literally 30 years ago, as we were just discussing. I probably saw something about that on the news on my large cabinet TV with the tiny green screen in it. In my home in Minier.
I wouldn't have been able. Let's see. Oh, the first major news story I remember is breaking news. Coming to you live from Oklahoma City. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember much news. I do remember watching a space shuttle launch once. That's about it. My earliest memory. Yeah, I remember watching Batman and Robin with Adam West.
Oh, yeah. I used to kind of watch that, too.
It's a great show. Oh, but...
Not a Nick at Night.
Oh, no, it wasn't Nick at Night. It was, reruns or whatever, because it was the 80s. I'm not that old.
This was the 90s. This was the 90s.
But I forgot that I needed to tell everyone that we're coming to you. I'm straight from Silicon Valley, where a certain financial institution has entered receivership. I wonder what this could all be about. I'm sure it's nothing. Since 2009, I'm sure the financial system has been completely reformed. No systemic issues can exist in the banking system, Adam.
Oh, I'm done with this apple juice.
Yeah, you need to get some more apple juice. You're gonna need it.
I know. I'm making it in my toilet soon enough.
Oh, yeah, well, probably so. I'll be over helping. Be hunting squirrels in the 1500 blocks.
Hey, I've got some fat squirrels up here. They'll make a good meal.
But before we talk about that, we of course need to cover what's been happening on the Scanner Radio. Scanner Radio.
Oh.
9th and Broadway, a subject was trying to steal a vehicle on a lot. Subject was detained by the owner. QPD on scene. Subject says he's having a heart attack. Oh no, EMS en route. Hey, I want to throw this out there. I don't think this was a crime. If he's having a heart attack, maybe he was trying to get to the hospital.
I think he's lying to cover up the fact that
wait. Let's see. Jason Kutcher says, good thing the owner stopped them from driving the car while having a heart attack. Oh, excellent. Exactly. Owner saving lives and preventing future thieves. He deserves an award. Oh, absolutely. I just like the fact that there's so much more between the lines in this story than is literally shown in these 2.5 lines.
How did he detain him?
That's exactly correct. These are the questions that provide the color for the story.
Was it one of those net guns that you see in the cartoons and stuff? It's like, whoosh.
Yeah. How was he detained? In this situation of being caught in a car theft. Apparently, it was too stressful for him. So when the cops arrived, he had to pull it all. It's good. I'm having a heart attack.
Oh, I can't.
You can't go to jail. I don't know what his game plan is. Maybe it was all the stress. Maybe it was a real heart attack. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe.
I didn't see any follow-ups in the Muddy River News, so I can't inform our viewers what exactly happened to this gentleman, but prayers for his speedy recovery and speedy trial. Next, Adam, it's been warm, and what warm weather brings.
Oh, yes.
The blood
Fight
begins
season.
to sing of fight season. Dun dun da da da. 1524 South 5th Street. Fight in progress involving 15 people.
It begins early this year.
Caller said they were jumped by 10 people and they stated they were going to shoot someone. Oh, that escalated very fast. Subject now at 5th and Harrison Street, knocking on doors, wanting in. Oh my gosh. The pepper spray was deployed. Again.
No.
So much left
Was
unsaid. EMS en route to have a male checked out. I did hear someone got pepper sprayed. It could be what the EMS is.
I was thinking, I was thinking tear gas. I misheard. I thought that they threw the tear gas inside the compound. No. That's a different thing.
Despite, and then it ignites the
it ignited, spontaneously combusted.
The stored ammunition or whatever, causing a massive explosion, killing everyone inside. Yeah, those things just seem to happen sometimes. Oh, we got some color. Rosella Renee Gunn reports, bruh, not even true. They live next door. Dude got in a fight with his baby mama, and his other baby mama got half the people in the complex involved, then left. So whatever he did to get hurt, he did to himself.
Oh my goodness.
Wait.
This is why you should have only one baby mama, and that person should be your wife.
Yeah, well,
yes.
This guy didn't learn that lesson, and now he's in a little bit of a pickle. I do believe this is the housing project, though.
Yeah.
I put the pieces
The Southside
together.
Housing Project. Yep.
It's all making sense now. Not false alarm, folks. Fight season hasn't begun yet. This was just a housing complex dispute.
Yes, it happens daily. Don't worry about it.
The community joining together to defend their own against a miscreant. Tale as old as time. Oh. And finally, Bel Air Motel, 1032. A man with a gun is pointing it at the cameras.
Wait. Where's the back? Is that over on 24th? Like,
yes.
Going out of town?
Yep. North End, okay. 24th Street. No, 12th Street. Is that 24th Street? I thought that the Bel Air was
I think you're right.
Street.
You might be 12. 24th is like El Rancherito or something. It's like a Spanish name leading out of town. There's like a El Jesus camp or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
North 12th Street. I was correct.
Okay.
As usual.
No, don't even start that.
But I mean, this guy's just got a gun. He's like, yeah, show you cameras. And then the guy's sitting at his desk in the office eating chips or whatever. He's like, what is this? Click.
He's like, you can't do that.
911. I don't know what's going on. Prayers for the camera.
Oh. This is why I should have a Facebook.
Yeah, everyone should have Facebook. Facebook's great. I don't know why people decided they didn't want Facebook anymore. But
you even got like $35 from having Facebook, didn't you?
I got recently an additional $30 or whatever, but they paid me like several $100s for compensation for the injuries they caused me. Statutory remedies.
I thought you were going to say something else, so I was like, well, that was weird.
Statutory remedies.
Remedies, yeah, that's the word I was thinking.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Marched in your home.
Let's see. What time we got? I might skip a thing. Yeah, we're going to skip a thing. I was going to give an update, but there really hasn't been any updates in the Quincy murder. The police did detain and search the husband, who apparently they've been in a divorce proceedings for 2 years. So I'm sure everything's been amicable and smooth sailing, just getting papers signed. Not a lot of drama, I'm sure.
Look at the name of some of those motions filed. I could just give you a call.
But when I get news, you'll know news. But we don't know nothing yet, except for they took an awful long time to search him. That was one of the complaints. And he's already retained a defense attorney. Casey Schnack is representing. And I was sad when it wasn't Drew, but...
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised it's someone local.
The Schnacks, they're well-known defense lawyers in town, and I'm sure they'll do a fine job representing Mr. Bleaknick, I believe his last name is.
Yeah.
But, it's tough. It's tough being a guy. It's tough being a guy who's the number one suspect in your wife's murder. But, I just don't know. I just don't know if men even have feelings. What feelings do men even? What feelings do men even, Adam? None that I can see. It's all.
Want to reach through there and wring your neck.
There's no. What feelings could men experience? What are they? Are they numerous? Are they varied? Do they come in different shapes?
Goku.
It's Vegeta and shades. I feel this one a lot. All right. Okay. Hold on a second. Oh, wonderful. If a man is cut, does he not bleed? Does he not feel the sting in his soul when wounded? With the pain of love lost or loved one, of being alone. What does a man feel?
That's Goku.
That was also Vegeta. Maybe you have a determined feeling in your heart, and so you put on a fearsome aspect. Maybe.
It's a Lego set.
Maybe you're staring out your window on a rainy day, watching the birds take shelter under a bush. Maybe you must adopt I
didn't sit back down.
A glad appearance while inside the tempest does rage. There's all sorts of feelings that a man may feel. All sorts. No, I think this is from the anime film or series Death Note. I believe I recognize that. Sometimes you just gotta let it out. Sometimes you just gotta let out what you're feeling. Anyway, this tweeter apparently is a big SpongeBob fan.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Oh,
and
man.
also on Dragon Ball Z because it was pictures of.
Yeah, they just keep going. There's a lot of them. Lots of emotional images. But then I'm coming across in the subject of men's feelings. We have a tale of determination and duty. The ship that was sent to recover bodies of Titanic passengers was paid $100,000 for finding the body of J.J. Astor. The crew split the money and used part of it to pay for a casket, headstone, and funeral for an unknown baby they found. The casket read, "Our Babe." The crew then attended the funeral in Halifax, Nova Scotia, so that the unknown baby was buried properly and with mourners. In 2007, the baby was finally identified through DNA as Sidney Leslie Goodwin, a 19-month-old whose entire family also died in the sinking. The ship, the CS Mackie Bennett, was retired in 1922, used as a storage hulk until she was sunk by the Nazis during World War II, raised again and finally scrapped in the 1960s. One of the ship's crew, Clifford Crease, would later visit the baby's grave every year. He died in 1955 and was buried next to the baby that he and his fellow crewmen had adopted in death as their own. Crease's family recalled that he never fully recovered from the moment he took the baby from the water. Indeed, he didn't like to talk about it. He didn't even tell his wife or child about his connection to the Titanic at all for decades. See, this... If you have questions about the feelings that men feel, this is a great example of what you need to look for. Because he's not going to talk about it, usually.
No, stuff like that. It's too dark, deep.
Yeah, you have to keep it in.
And not talking about it. No, not only just, it's not like keeping it in, it's like protecting others from that darkness.
Which I believe we discussed during the Heat episode.
I know, that's exactly what I thought. It's like, other people don't need to know there's bad news.
Yeah, it's mine.
When there is bad news that would affect you, like this, there is a guy coming to get you. Yes, let's go. Well, but like in that instance, it's like this is an awful thing that happened, and I cannot believe I cradled a 19-month-old human while trying to do something else, so, oh man.
Well, and you might, in contrast to the other sex, on how they process tough feelings. And then you start to put the pieces together as to why there might be some confusion and or conflict about whether or not men have these feelings inside. But I won't I won't talk about women. What am I? Who am I?
Gee, my husband just tore his robes and put dust on his head. What a weirdo. Just wailing. I don't know.
Does he even feel? Why doesn't he just talk about it? Literally, Job sat in the ashes for like weeks or whatever in silence. But you might know that in contrast, a man usually won't dump truck all of their garbage into your backyard. They won't take all of the stuff that they're dealing with and say, you know what would make me feel better if I dumped all of this garbage onto somebody else, that they need to deal with it with me. Nope. That's not what we do. Don't expect it. But you'd be so much healthier if you did. And I say to you, I've met women, and I don't believe that to be true. Just accept us, ladies, for who we are. Quit trying to change us, right? If I've learned anything from the last... Did we learn today it was 2011 when this all started?
2012, I think. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Wait, what are you talking about? What am I?
Modern day started about 12 years ago.
Yes.
Is that you need to meet me where I am, and what I feel is my truth, and you must affirm it, or it's a violence against me.
Yes, there you go. Except
that's not how it works, because that's not what we're even talking about. But before we get too far down that rabbit hole of talking about the subtle differences between men and women and generalities, you get in trouble again. I got a tip. Adam, here it is.
All right. What's up?
Hot tip, March 5th.
Hot.
So this is Sunday, so it's only, it's less than a week old, so this hot tip is probably still very good. Silicon Valley Bank SVB Financial Group price target to increase to 312 by analysts at Goldman Sachs Group. That's right. SVB Financial Group
312.
had its target price raised.
All right.
Analysts
All right.
at Goldman Sachs
Buy.
Group
Definitely buy.
from $280 to $312 a share in a note issued to investors on Friday.
Oh.
Benzinga reports the firm currently has a buy rating.
That's like 10%.
Yes.
10% we can make on our return. Buy,
yes.
Zach.
Buy
Call
rating.
your broker tonight.
On the bank stock. Buy the stock. Goldman Sachs. I can't read the rest of this. It doesn't say. It's just a little.
Instead, they basically said, "I like the I like the stock.
I like it." So
let's go. Buy. I'm buying it on Monday.
Even Exotic Falconry and
there's futures, right?
Even the UAE Exotic Falconry and Finance account 5 days ago has said that this is something that MarketBeat did publish. Wait, what's this? Silicon Valley Bank down 50%?
No.
Oh no! Oh no! Cancel! Where's my phone? Undo buy on Robinhood.
Why, Robinhood? You always mess me up.
Oh no! It's gone terribly awry. I like this little meme too attached to this. FTX funds are illiquid. If everyone withdrew their balance, they won't have enough to pay out their customers. Banks. So this is bad news for this bank, I guess. Breaking news! I'm sure it can't get any worse.
Yeah, 50 in one day is pretty bad. But...
Oh, Silicon Valley Bank CEO has said investors stay calm and do not panic.
Oh no! Oh no! That's not good.
Someone cashed in though. Recently, a Silicon Valley Bank trader turned thousands to millions with put flow. I don't know what that is.
They were assessing the amount of puts purchased in the market, and so then more people were buying the puts following that increase in put purchases.
Yeah.
And so they bought more puts because they saw other people buying more puts, and then the stock went down, the puts became in the money, and they became worth even more. Or I guess they became worth a lot, and then you would just sell the puts or you'd execute.
I see. I like the Simpsons clip too. Enron's ride of broken dreams.
Oh no.
We're gonna be rich! Oh, no. I think this ride only has one ending, though. Yeah, there was a run on the bank. It didn't have the money. It's now in receivership. But I have to agree with the CEO of Silicon Valley Bank. Because, Adam, you're thinking of this place all wrong. As if I had the money back in the safe. Your money's in Web3 innovations. It's in startups empowering women.
We would be so lucky to have someone as Jimmy Stewart in with that moral character running something today.
Jimmy Stewart didn't even have moral character in that show. He was a self-serving man.
No,
deeply unhappy about it. Bittered by his lot in life. forced him in the end to the brink of suicide.
Yes, he didn't see the bigger picture. He got lost for a moment in what he was doing until who sent who sent Clarence?
God himself?
No, that I don't think that was it. I can't remember. There were stars talking to each other.
Yes.
But yes, someone in the heavens sent Clarence to set him right and set him straight.
I'm saying, though, that he went through a journey, an arc, but for the most part of the movie, it was setting the stage for that so that he could have his, moment of inspiration and acknowledgement. It painted the picture of his entire life in two ways, that you could perceive them. As the audience watching, you saw that there was a nobility in his sacrifice, but from his perspective, as shown through Jimmy Stewart's character, it was a constant sacrifice of him never getting what he wanted or what he thought he wanted, which is
Right.
what the whole movie is about. It created a bitter and broken man, unhappy with his life, yelling at his wife and children.
Yes. The banister downstairs, right? The railing.
Yeah.
But like he's just like, this, he's like, oh, ha, ha, ha. And then he's like, oh, this stupid place. And then like by the end he pulls out and he's like,
Yeah.
Oh.
Flip the switch.
Such a good film.
It is one of the greatest films ever made, I would say.
Yes.
It doesn't get enough love. It's like it's corny, classic movie or whatever.
It's like, you don't get it. you don't get it.
That's right. A lot of people are Jimmy Stewart before he goes through his journey. Like, stupid. Everything's stupid. I want to be rich and date hot babes and drive fast cars and whatever.
Yeah. Dance on the the gymnasium floor that opens up to a swimming pool.
Yeah, even that, he was so at that point reluctant to even acknowledge Mary's existence because he knew where it would lead, and it was not where he wanted to go.
Oh my gosh! Talk about, and that's one of the cool things. You don't see that today. This is like the tension between those two.
Yes.
That like culminates in that telephone call.
Yeah,
and it's like it's just straight up like it's unspoken and like it's like classic, and you just don't see that today because.
No, the best part's when he shows up at her house. He's like, I don't even know why I'm here.
I'm gonna watch it again.
It's really good. I'm gonna have to do that. Well, at least this is isolated at him. It's just one bank.
Yeah.
One bank. It's not like it could cause a market contagion that could spread around the economy and cause another.
No, it's one bank. And do we have any accounts that ever happened in before?
I don't know. Nothing that I know. None that comes to my breaking news! And we got another breaking news story coming at us. All right, breaking. Nearly half of all U.S. venture capital-backed startups were involved with Silicon Valley Bank.
Oh no!
Oh no! Per Bloomberg, 88% of Forbes 2022 Next Billion startups are Silicon Valley Bank clients. Per their own homepage. I saw someone say that was intentional. That Silicon Valley Bank had got a reputation in Silicon Valley as like the cool bank. And like J.P. Morgan's or whatever in the world were like the Olive Garden of financing options.
Whatever.
To which someone,
that's old money.
So,
that's your grandpa's entrepreneur.
Someone capped that and posted it under a tweet that said, well, at least Olive Garden's still in business. Oh no. But I do feel that twinge that like, you know, what do they call it? Schadenfreude. I felt it too when 2007 as well. And I wanted everything to collapse, and I wanted them to all fall into poverty and bankruptcy and people go to prison. And then the government decided to bail everybody out, and nothing happened. But you know, that involved mortgage-backed securities, right? I'm sure those won't. That particular investment vehicle won't play a role in this tragedy.
Probably not.
They got rid of all those, right? It was like, you know, they even made that movie starring Michael Scott or whatever. Oh no. Hey, but there's some good news. This receivership of this bank has maybe led to some people not losing their jobs, at least for the moment. Some Silicon Valley startup was set to announce layoffs today, but it had to cancel the announcement because the bank collapse means it currently doesn't have the money to offer severance to the employees that they would have to fire. Praise God for small miracles. Except I don't know, because you mentioned usually you have to do these layoffs in order to avert some sort of long-term financial collapse that now there is nothing preventing. You'll be getting your pink slip one way or another, friend. But our good friend of the show, Deddy, she has been posting lots of stuff that lifts the spirit, sends the heart soaring to places of optimism. Oh wait, here it is. Mortgage-backed securities have entered the arena. Oh no. Oh no, we lost Adam. Alright, I'm going to try to call Adam back. See if we can't get him in here. Adam, are you back?
Yeah.
Are you back?
I think I'm back.
Okay. Did I lose you?
I don't know. I don't know what the deal was. All of a sudden, my Bluetooth headset's disconnected, and then the Skype just dropped. So I don't know. Weird.
Oh no. Hold on. We're going to go to the dead screen for a second while I make sure everything's back up and running. All right. Everything's back in business. And as I was just discussing when Adam so rudely disconnected from the show. our good friend Denny has been posting, and she let us know all of the dirt. They're all exposed to mortgage-backed securities. The banks, the Fed, everyone. Every house goes up 30 to 60% in a few years as trillions are pumped into the economy to fight a virus. And the Fed buys trillions in mortgage-backed securities and junk bonds. And everyone screams, it's different than '08. I don't believe she thinks it is different.
No.
But that's okay. Back in January, she told us to look at your 401k right now and don't look again for 5 years to preserve your sanity.
Oh.
And today she posted, don't peek yet! To which I had responded, I just looked. And I had my first positive return of the Biden administration.
I have not yet. I'm a little bit more, my stuff's a little bit more aggressive than yours because, you're so much older than me. But, and mine is negative still.
I don't know how that works because I'm in the aggressive stuff or whatever. So I don't know why that would be true. But I said I'll just keep
wrong and I'm right.
I'll just keep that green 0.05% in my mind for the next decade. Oh yes. I'm gonna be eating dog food out of a bag.
Oh.
In oh my gosh, 30 years. Only 30 years, Adam. Sometimes you just have those moments once you turn a certain age. It just hits you. And you say, I've got fewer years left in front of me than are behind. Oh, no. Especially at the prospect of eating dog food. But that's okay, because even if you get kibble, you can put water on it. It makes its own gravy.
Yeah. Hills. Science did that.
Science did that. Oh, that commercial, actually, after you mentioned that to me, I saw it. Science did that. Oh, no.
Yeah,
I
hate it.
One of these days, I need to start my extremist organization.
It's like, why did you do this? You put the hooping woman on the TV.
It was time. You'd gone a bridge too far. Justice needed to be served. The only way that it could be. With a hearty handshake. In an agreement to go and sin no more.
Oh.
But there's a lot of unsettling things happening in the world.
Please show it.
Show what? What?
Nothing. Never mind.
No, tell me.
The newscaster who's like discovering the stuff that the CIA did.
Oh no, I wish. No, I did not.
Oh.
I didn't pull that one out.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little. It was too esoteric even for this show.
Did you know this? Let's stay on topic.
We're not talking about that. Well, maybe one day we'll dip into schizo conspiracy. We'll have a schizo conspiracy theory episode where we maybe can have on somebody that has like these CIA. They know the dirt on the CIA or whatever. We'll have Paz on here, and he can tell us all about Antarctica.
That'd be wild. Oh yes, Antarctica.
Or maybe we can have an entire episode dedicated to giants, which is something I really do need to read up on. 7.5 foot long sword from 4th century Japan may have protected deceased from evil spirits. Archaeologists have unearthed an oversized ceremonial iron sword and a bronze mirror shaped like a shield from a 1,600-year-old burial mound in Nara, Japan. To which the raw egg nationalist says, "Why do scientists keep on insisting that these huge swords were oversized and ceremonial instead of telling the truth that giants roamed the earth within written history?" And it's true. They find these all over.
I mean, come on. What I'm trying to think. It escapes me now. I want to say, what was Goliath's sword? It was like. It was up there like 8 feet, 9 feet long, wasn't it?
I can't remember. I do know that I've seen, because I've been filtered into this, just like dipping my toe into this corner of Twitter that has informed me of all these fun things because of my Atlantis theories. But I keep learning all this stuff about Bronze Age copper mines around the Great Lakes.
I did know there's Stonehenge.
It's like pre-Columbian contacts with the New World and stuff, and it was way more frequent, pervasive, and continuous than anybody in like the mainstream academic thought will tell you about. Red-haired, blue-eyed guys living around the Great Lake area.
Yeah, what was that? Are they the moon people? Or no, is that different? Is that different?
I don't know, because it's like all conjecture and there's just little pieces because no one's allowed to officially say that it's true. There's conspiracies around all this stuff that there was a massive cover-up of a lot of these things, including the Smithsonian destroying physical evidence of giants, which touches on this. Because there was routine news articles and findings during the 19th century of these large burial mounds or these huge skeletons of giant-sized humans. And then the skeletons were allegedly taken by the Smithsonian, and then they were destroyed in a fire if they did exist at all. That was what convinced me that it was probably true. Those didn't exist, and if they did exist, they were destroyed in a fire.
Yeah.
Do you not know, or are you just... Are you pleading in the alternative? Very strange, but we do. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe one of these days I'll put together some information on giants, consult with my experts, and we will have.
I found this weird spear on Twitter. That's.
Consult with the experts, Adam. People who know what they're talking about.
That.
I'll have Waking Up Analog or whatever on here talking to me about giants for you know. And we'll go on a deep dive and let everybody know. We did want to touch on real fast the apparently there was some January 6th kerfuffle. Because the new Republican Congress released the unedited Capitol tapes from the January 6th attack, worse than 9/11, and Chuck Schumer was not happy about this. Speaker McCarthy has held the gavel for less than 3 months, but by sharing the January 6th security footage with Fox News, He has already done more than any party leader in Congress to enable the spread of Donald Trump's big lie by showing unedited video footage to the public. He's helped promote a lie somehow.
And then Elon.
I don't know who is the. And so Elon Musk responds to Chuck Schumer. He says, "Oh, if that's the way you feel, do you want me to remove this video?"
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the U.S. Capitol building. If you've joined us today for the insurrection, please make sure you pick up a promotional leaflet on the way in, stay inside the safety cordons at all times, and if you get lost, speak to one of our Capitol Police officers. They'll be sure to point you in the right direction. And be sure to set aside a little time today to join us for some insurrection activities, including our photography tour, our fancy dress competition, and have a go on our climbing wall. But don't forget those safety ropes.
That hurts. Oh, that was added.
That was added. Well, this has all been added, Adam. There isn't
And
literally a
the
tour guide
results of our
talking.
fancy dress competition. The winner today is Jacob Chansley. That's Mr. Jacob Chansley. If you could report to your nearest Capitol Police officer, they'll be sure to give you your prize. A guided tour.
Jacob Chansley? With Capitol Police officers? Leading him around the Senate building?
And all that's left is for me to thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the insurrection. Wherever possible, please try to clean up after yourselves. Don't forget to visit the souvenir shop on the way out. And feel free to join us on the outdoor terrace for Nancy Pelosi's Insurrection Soiree. Grab yourself a light refreshment and enjoy the music of our very own fancy dress competition winner.
4 years in prison.
They didn't show the woman getting gunned down by the police officer for walking around the Capitol?
No. Well, that was different too, and I think that maybe what Chuck Schumer might be referring to is that those filthy right-wingers now have video footage that they can selectively present to the public that presents the exact opposite of the narrative that we were trying to create. Oh no, how dare they be able to do that when we were the only ones who were supposed to be able to do that, because we were the people that are fighting for good. Our lies promote good thing, Adam, but their lies promote bad thing. And so our lies should be allowed to be, and we get to decide which lies are good and bad.
Maybe we don't lie. That might solve it.
You're a fool. Adam, not lie. What are we just gonna do? Tell people the truth?
Zach, I'm catechizing my kids, and we're making their way through catechism. And we're in the Ten Commandments right now, and the false testimony. You don't give false testimony. Don't be lying.
I don't break any commandments. I have never murdered anyone. I've just hated lots of people in my heart. That's fine. Nowhere in the Bible has it said that that's wrong. I won't believe anything you say if it does say it in there. What's this? I'm here. Oh, hold on.
Breaking news.
I'm told that Jesus Christ himself. It might have something to say about this, but maybe we'll talk about that another time.
Oh yeah. Hey, he's getting late.
Look at the time. I did want to pour one out. I don't know what he did, but Crabcrawler has got himself suspended again.
Oh no.
He might have been going too hard on Andrew Tate again. Wouldn't be surprised.
No, probably.
Pour one out for old Crabcrawler. Maybe the news crab will be born again. And I will let you all know what his new name is. But to wrap up the show, as usual, we have our Ice Cold Fact of the Week coming to us straight from Ice-T himself. Ice Cold Fact. Don't worry about those who talk behind your back. They're behind you for a reason. Ice cold fact. That's right. Play your own game, player. And don't be worrying about them fools and haters. And that, my friends, is our show for the week. We really hope you enjoyed the program tonight. And if you did, smash like, subscribe, and share it with every single one of your friends. If you'd like, you can follow us on social media. Our social media handles are on the screen. Adam, here at the end of the show, did you have anything that you'd like to add?
No, I don't.
Adam has nothing to add during Adam's hour.
Nope.
All right, folks. That's the show. That's it. And we will see you next time on Triggered. Good night.